open AI. How many of you had heard of something called as GPT-2 and GPT-1 before even ChatGPT came in? How many of you had heard of it? Yes or no? If you have heard, drop a yes. If you haven't heard, drop a no. You see, that is the beauty. Most of the people didn't even know what ChatGPT or what OpenAI or GPT models were. But everything changed when OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, launched ChatGPT. You see, GPT-2, GPT-3 have been there for a long time. DALL-E, GPT-1, GPT-2, all of these are large language models, and they have been there, but they were only accessible to developers. You know, people who can write code, they were the only people who were able to build products on top of it. But with ChatGPT, everything changed. All of a sudden, the powerful product which was behind a tech layer of a developer is all of a sudden open to everyone. And that is what's changed things forever, right? This is the moment that changed the world, according to me, because all of a sudden, everybody could use ChatGPT. Everybody could leverage AI. In fact, I'll tell you something even crazier that happened, right? ChatGPT became the fastest app to get to 1 million users. Right now, there are more than, 5-10 million users. And they became a 1 million user app in 5 days. Instagram took 75 days. Spotify took 150 days. It became more viral than Baby or Justin Bieber. In fact, the craziest part is, even my father knows about ChatGPT. In fact, my caretaker also has heard of ChatGPT. That is how viral this has gone. And the reason why it has gone viral makes sense, because it's going to change all of our lives. Now, what is this hype about? What can it actually do? It can do a lot of things, and it's freakishly mind-blowing. It can write and debug code. It can automate your tasks. It can give you advice, like a advice giver, I don't know what. It can help you to generate ideas and brainstorm. It can help you create content, build websites and apps, chat with it, like anything and everything that you want. It can also help you analyze data and generate data sets. Basically, quite frankly, you can pretty much do anything and everything around it. And the beauty is, a lot of people think learning AI is learning ChatGPT. That's not it. Learning AI is able to understand how to leverage AI the right way. So it's not just about ChatGPT, but it's also about a lot of other tools that will keep coming up. This is a skill that you guys are acquiring, and I'm glad you guys are here to learn the right stuff. See, all of this is happening for a better future. A PC came, internet came, smartphone came, all these were revolutions. And the newest revolution right now is AI, which is artificial intelligence. And clearly, you guys, all the people on the call, are definitely going to be ahead of your time, because you guys will be, by the end of this session, 10 times better than who you were in terms of AI. Hopefully, I'll do my best to do that, right? If you quickly look back, when the computer came, right, a lot of people thought they will lose their jobs. They will be like, how are we going to do anything anymore? Graphic designers, salespeople, entertainment, education, all of them were scared that it will disrupt everything, but it didn't. It helped them to become better. Things like mobile phone. When mobile phones came in, especially smartphones, MP3 players went away, digital cameras went away. Nobody uses voice recorders anymore. Nobody uses wristwatches anymore. Everybody wants to use smartwatches. Alarm clocks. Do you have one of those in your house? Not anymore. That is the power of what we are going through. Right? And is ChatGPT going to replace us? What do you guys think? Is AI or ChatGPT or all these tools going to take your job away? Is it going to replace you guys? What is going to happen? Yes, no in the chat. What do you guys think? A lot of people are saying yes, and a lot of people are also saying no. Looks like it's a mixed bag. So let me tell you one thing, which will kind of tell you a little bit about history, right? When calculators came in, maths teachers, all the maths teachers protested, saying we should ban calculators. Why? Because math teachers thought they will lose their job. Did they lose their job? Not really, but they learned how to use a calculator. When telephone came in, all these mail companies had a problem with it because they thought they will lose their jobs. And when computers came in, teachers also fought for it again. In fact, the funny story is, when cars like regular cars, automobile cars came out, people also challenged it, saying we should ban it. Why? Because the bullock cart people will lose their jobs. So it is here to disrupt, but only to an extent. I'm going to tell more about it very soon. But There are talks of ban already. A lot of universities are banning tools like ChatGPT. And we don't know what it's going to foresee, but I'll tell you one thing for a fact, it's here to stay with us. Guys, here's the most important thing about everything. Imagination is our greatest challenge, not technology. The thing that I foresee to be happening for the biggest question is, will AI take my job away? Will AI take other jobs away? What will happen with ChatGPT and other AI models coming in? What will happen to our jobs? Here's what I truly believe. People will lose jobs. And that is the reality. They already are losing jobs. But people are losing jobs to people who know how to use AI, not directly to AI. AI will probably not take your jobs away, at least as of now. But people who know how to leverage AI will definitely take away your jobs. Here's the thing, right? If you think about it, in a couple of years, right now we are at like GPT-3, GPT-4, in a couple of years, 5 and 6 will come up, right? These will be 10 times more powerful. What will happen is, 2 people will be able to do a job of 10 people. That's what happens. So it's going to be the survival of the fittest, right? And just make sure, if you want to win this game, just make sure you are on the top of learning, and so that nobody can come and replace you per se, right? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Drop a yes. And guys, you have taken the first step already. You are here. Make sure you spend the next 1.5 hours, 2 hours with full focus. I'm going to tell you, I'll put you in the top 10% for sure. Okay, that is my promise. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You will be seeing that I will be keep turning off the chat. The reason being, it slows my computer down and there's just too many people, right? So I just answered that. So before we start, right, I will show you a very interesting AI tool. I will show you a very interesting AI tool before we start, okay? So that it sets the tone. All the links of these tools, guys, I will share with you towards the end. So please don't ask me for the links. This is called as ChatDID, and it's very, very cool. Okay, I'm gonna ask a question. What all jobs will be taken by AI? And check this out.
AI has the potential to automate many jobs that are currently performed by humans. Some examples of jobs that are already being automated by AI include:
Guys, if you think this is insane,
data
drop a
entry
boom in
and
the chat.
analysis, customer service and support, manufacturer and assembly line work, driving and transportation, medical diagnosis and treatment planning. However, it's important to note that AI is not necessarily a threat to human employment. While it may replace certain jobs, it will also create new ones and enhance many others. In fact, many experts predict that AI will ultimately lead to a net increase in jobs and economic growth.
So that was basically an AI generated model who looks like almost a human being, who can move, who has expressions, answering my questions that I am asking in both written and text. How insane is that? And we are just getting started, right? There are already apps today with which you can do a video call and you can talk to AI using video calls. They're just coming out right now. There's one for iPhone. It is not available in every country. So that is the problem, but it's insane. And this is where we are getting started. This is the starting point. But with that being said, I wanted to add it with some fun notes. Do you want to get into the real game right now? Are you guys ready to get into the real game right now of learning how to go about it and become the top 1%, 2%, 5%, 10% of all the people out there? Drop a comment, let's go, and we will get started.
Hey, are you still around?
Look at that.
Anything else on your mind?
AI is talking to me, saying, please don't go away. Come back and talk to me. Okay, I have to say bye-bye for now. Brilliant. Folks, before I start, let me quickly, you guys have been quite nice. Let me quickly tell you one thing, that as of now, there will be no recordings that will be provided for this session. So you make sure you stick around and learn in this period. If you guys are serious about the game, stick around. I'm here, right? So let's begin. Here's a quick disclaimer. All of this that's going to change in the upcoming updates as we speak. Everything that I'm going to teach you right now, has the potential to change in a week or two, in 3 or 4, or in a couple of months. I cannot guarantee you all of this will stay as it is forever, because that is how fast AI is changing, right? So treat this session as a starter so that you can stay on top of the game for as long as it takes. Number two, I will try to cover as much as possible over the course of next few hours, but it's impossible to cover it all. So I'll be very, very frank. I'll give you as much value as I can. And towards the end, I will also talk about an insanely cool growth school program that we are building on AI, which is a much longer program. If you guys are keen, you can grab that as well towards the end. Not right now, that's after the session is over. That's the quick disclaimer. Now, with that being said, let's kickstart with ChatGPT. Let's say I have a question for all of you people. If you wanted ChatGPT to write a launch email for this ChatGPT workshop that you're writing, that you guys are attending, what would you ask for it? You want ChatGPT to write an email for you. What would you ask it? Drop it in the chat. I would love to see what you guys have. What would you ask ChatGPT if you wanted it to write an email about the ChatGPT workshop? Could you write an email for me? Email to HR. Write a launch email for ChatGPT. Okay, I want to write an amazing email. All right. Looks like a lot of interesting answers are coming. Brilliant. All right. So let's start one of those. I like them. The few interesting prompts that are coming in. Very cool. All right. So I will I will write an email that one of the attendee just wrote. That is this. Weber, nice name, wrote a prompt to ChatGPT saying, could you write me an email for ChatGPT workshop? So I'm going to just paste that and I'm going to send it to ChatGPT. I think, look at that speed. Guys, throughout the workshop, I will try to stick to 3.5, which is the free version of ChatGPT. In a few cases, I might show you 4, but bear with it. I will try to cover everything so that I saw that not many people have access to ChatGPT Pro. So I'll show you things that we can do with 3.5 so you can do that with free version. This is what the email came up with. Dear name, I hope this email finds you well. I'm writing you to invite to our upcoming workshop, which will be conducted by ChatGPT, a state-of-art language model trained by OpenAI. The workshop will be held on this date, blah, 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 all of that. It has literally written every email, and not just that. It has also given a placeholder for you to put the link. Best regards, placeholder, your name. Don't you think this is really cool for me to ask one simple question and it being able to answer this? Drop a hell yeah in the chat, guys, if you think this was super cool. Just one question. Write me an email about the launch. It doesn't have any context. Still, it's been able to give so much information. Right? But why does it do it like this? Why is it able to give you so much info? The reason why it's able to do this is because it is a large language model. When you're asking a question, it has answers to your questions, and the answers are coming from millions and millions of words that it has already been fed into. So it pretty much is going into its library, figuring out if a human would have got this question, what he would have answered, and accordingly, it's answering your question. It's actually not smart. It's very, very dumb. It's very dumb because it can only tell you as of now based on what it understands, right? Yeah, it's a different story. AI is learning in itself, and we'll get to a point there also, which is called as AGI, but we haven't got there yet, but still insanely powerful. But here's the thing, right? We ask a question like this. Write a sales email to promote the launch of a ChatGPT workshop. There are a few problems with this. Number one is that the workshop is very, very, very generic. Sorry, the email is very, very, very generic. I find it to be extremely boring. I mean, it's okay, but I think it can get better, right? I think it's very generic, and I think it should be better. This is what I mean by a good prompt or a bad prompt. So there are something called as a good prompt, there's something called as a bad prompt. What does it mean? And what is a prompt to start with? Prompt is what you ask AI to do. The question that we entered here is called as a prompt. You're prompting AI to do something for you. And that's called as a prompt. And in prompting, or question, there's always a good question and a bad question. What we just did is probably a bad question or a bad prompt because we have not given it enough information. Let me tell you the difference between bad versus a good prompt. Guys, this is extremely, extremely important, and I want you guys to focus. This is what separates people from thinking that they know how to use ChatGPT to people who actually know about it. Prompting. Prompting is the art for you guys to win. Okay? So, this is how a good prompt will look like. It says, you are an experienced copywriter who has written for brands like Ogilvy, Uber, etc. What am I doing here? I'm telling AI that you are an experienced email copywriter. So AI is going back into its knowledge and it's checking what are the traits does an experienced copywriter have who have written for brands like Ogilvy and Uber, and it is building that AI persona for itself, right? Then I'm saying, write a launch email for a new workshop on Growth School on ChatGPT 101. I'm telling what to write the email on. This is the only thing that we gave before, if you think about it. Next, I'm not stopping there. I'm saying make the copy over the top fun and designed to resonate with an audience who was 22 plus year old, trying to figure out the way around ChatGPT. I'm giving it more context, who my audience is, how old are they, and what is the concept, what is their context. And I'm also talking about focus a lot on users who are working in marketing, tech, product, and design, and how this workshop will be helpful for them. And I'm not just stopping there, I'm also talking about include a review from someone who said the session was a no-brainer. So here what I've done is I've given it more context. When I give it more context, it will be able to design the answer which is suited for my audience. If you just openly ask question, right, it's going to make a lot of guesswork. But if you make it very specific, I want the email to be for 22 plus year old only. I want you to focus on people who are in product, tech, and design. I want you to cover topics like hacks, tools, and prompt collections as bonuses. I also want you to cover the fact that there is a good testimonial about it. This is giving more context to AI. Here is why. Why do you have to do all of this? Because of this person. Do you know who this person is? Why do you have to write such a long answer, a long question, rather than a short question? It's because of this person. Do you know who this person is? Can anybody guess? It's not Sundar Pichai. It is not me. It's not our youth. It's not Wolf Gupta. All right. Some guy from OpenAI. Good guesses though. Here's the thing, guys. This person is someone all of you know. This person is your personal intern. What do I mean by that? ChatGPT is like a genius intern who knows it all. But this intern is genius. By the way, this person doesn't exist. It's generated by AI. Okay? This was for me to draw references. AI and ChatGPT is like your genius intern. The intern has a lot of knowledge, but if you don't ask your intern the right question, give it right context, give it right instructions, your intern will suck at his job. Let me give you a very, very bad example. Let's say you actually have an intern in your office, okay? And you want your intern to get you food because you're hungry. What will happen? Let's say, number one, I say my intern, hey intern, can you get me food? I'm hungry. The intern would go, probably find a Domino's next to your office, buy a pizza and bring it to you. But guess what? You're dieting. You're trying to shred some weight and you're not eating pizzas. You want something healthy. But intern didn't know about it. You told intern, just get me food. So intern got any food that he or she could get. Instead, if you would have told your intern, hey, XYZ, my intern, rockstar genius intern, I'm very hungry. Get me food. But please make a note that I'm actually currently dieting and I am on a low carb diet. So get me food which is high on protein. That way I don't break my diet and I could stay fit. By the way, I like things with tomatoes in it. I don't know, I'm making stuff up. When you give it instruction, with all this instruction, your intern will be like, oh, okay, diet, tomatoes, blah, blah, blah. What can I do? Oh, maybe I can get Vaibhav a sub. Sub is healthy. It has a lot of chicken or paneer or whatever protein that you eat. and it is healthy. So if you don't ask the right question to your intern will suck no matter how smart your intern is. Garbage in, garbage out. What you put inside into AI will define what you get out of it, right? And yes, the images are generated completely using AI. And that's where we start something incredibly powerful. It's called mastering prompting. How can you become a master of sending prompts to AI, which will give you the best potential answers? Guys, the future of jobs, in the future of jobs, when I say future, not over 10 years, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years from now, prompting is going to be one of the most powerful skills for you guys to have. It's going to be like a skill of talking, writing, right? Basic skills. This is going to be a very, very important skill. In fact, today in the US, the jobs have already opened about prompting where people are getting paid like 2 crores, 1 crore, like 100K, 150K, 200K dollars. It's crazy, right? And let me quickly touch base on how prompting works. And then we'll go back to test out how a good prompt and a bad prompt looks like. Right? So here is the magic prompt formula. You guys will not get recordings to the session, so I strongly recommend you guys to take a screenshot of this. A strong prompt or a magic prompt formula has 4 things. Number 1, you're setting context. Number 2, you're giving it a task. Number 3, you're giving it instructions on how to do the task better. And finally, you can also give it some example or data as well. And let us see what a good prompt can do. Right? I just showed you what a good prompt looks like. I'm going to go back. I'm going to open a new chat and I'm going to copy this prompt right now that I just ran you through. You're an experienced email copywriter who have written for brands, blah, blah, blah. Write a launch email for the new workshop. Focus on 22 plus, tech product design. You saw this. Now we send this to ChatGPT and see what it comes up with. Now look at this beautiful, beautiful email. Guys, look at this. All of a sudden it says, are you tired of trying to keep up to latest AI trends? Do you want to be in the forefront of AI revolution? I just told you all of this. ChatGPT knew all of it, right? We have got something for you. Growth School is excited to announce a workshop on generative AI. If you are in marketing, tech, product, or design roles, the workshop is a no-brainer for you. It's directly talking to my TG all of a sudden. Our expert trainers, blah, 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 will help you to do this. In this workshop, you will learn all of this. But don't just take my word for it. Here is what one of our past attendees had to say. Attending Growth School Generative AI workshop was mind-blowing. It's no-brainer for anyone who wants to stay relevant. Whatever. A name and marketing manager, which you should ideally replace this with a real testimonial. And what are you waiting for? The workshop starts on this date. Link to register, Growth School team. Guys, don't you guys think this is at least 10x better than the last email that we got? Drop a comment 10x in the chat. If you think this is at least 10x better, drop a comment 10x in the chat. Look at this. It was like, I hope this email finds you well. I'm writing to invite you to the upcoming workshop. And all of a sudden, it starts with a solid hook. Are you tired of keeping up to the latest trends? That is the beauty of this. Do you guys want to take this to the next level now? Do you guys want to take this to the next level? Drop a yes in the chat if you guys want to take this to the next level. Yes, yes, yes in the chat. Awesome. Let's take this to the next level all of a sudden. All right. We are just getting started, right? Guys, let's say I find this email to be too long and I know a lot of people don't read long emails. I want to make it crisper, shorter. So what do? Like I told you, it's an intern. Let's say you asked your intern to write a great email, your genius intern. It came up with a great email, but you want to give it more instructions. You want to say that, hey, I want this email, not like this. It's great, but I want it to be overall short and crisper. So all I have to do is ask it, can you make the overall email shorter and crisper, and hit enter. And look at that. It all of a sudden has reduced the characters by at least 300 characters. Look at this. It has made it short. It has made it crisp. Now, this is not it. What I want to do is it looks very bland. Even though the copy is written well, it looks very bland for me, right? I want to give it a tone. I want to make it more fun. I want to add some sarcasm. I want it to add some emojis, right? So what do? I just ask for it. Make the overall tone more fun and add some sarcasm. Add some emojis, and no sentence should be longer than 200 characters. I feel this paragraph is probably more than 200 characters. So that's what I asked my AI to do. Let me try what it does. All of a sudden, look at this, guys. Drop a insane in the chat if you think this is insane. Look at how the language has changed. Want to be the coolest kid on the block and impress your colleagues with AI wizardry? Then join us in the Growth School's Generative AI workshop. You work in marketing, tech, product, or design? Great! This workshop will be your best friend forever. How cool is this? Now, there is one thing I feel I have forgot. One thing I feel I have forgot. And that is, I forgot that this workshop, in this case, is a free workshop. I'm doing it only for the first 100 people. I want to say that I want this email to say that the workshop is a free email, and let's say I forgot about it. So I'm gonna just drop a message to it. Can you tell the workshop is free for first 100 people who register without being salesy? I'm just telling my intern what I wanted to do. There you go. And all of a sudden, the whole email has changed. How cool is this? It's talk about the free generative AI workshop for 1,000 people who registered. That's right, you read that correctly. It's completely free. How cool is this? I think I have the email in my hand, but I think this is too generic. I want to send a different email to tech people. I want to send a different people to data guys. I want to send a different email to marketers. I want to send a different email to designers. How do I do it? Well, I just ask for it. What do I ask? I ask a very simple prompt. Make a variation of this email for tech audience only. Add some references which are of tech and jokes only techies will understand. So I'm trying to optimize this email only for techies. Look at this. First 100 people to get free access to a generative AI workshop. You know you want to code. Hey there, as a tech genius, we know you're always coding up a storm and looking for new ways to up your game. We got something to level up your coding skills to the next level, a workshop on generative AI. Here's the kicker, first 100 people free. And the generative AI, you create mind-blowing code and unlock creative potential. Plus, we'll throw in some amazing hacks and tools. Look at this. Even the testimonial, right? Change to tech wizard who wants to stay relevant in 2023 and beyond. Look at this. If you are a true techie, you know you want to code up some AI magic with us. Guys, do you think this is 100x of the first email that we got? Drop a comment 100x in the chat. Drop a 100x in the chat. Insane, right? Folks, the reason why I give you an example, I'm giving you an example of email here. You can pretty much do it with anything and everything out there, right? The idea of this is for you guys to understand how you can make AI work for you. How you can make AI work for you. That is the AI. That is the way of game. Now, you can make it even better if you're not happy. You can say, change the first line, change the subject line, come up with 10 subject lines. I can say, come up 10 more subject lines, and it will just come up with 10 more subject lines. You can ask it to do whatever the hell you want, right? In this case, we took the example of an email. You can do the same maybe while writing a post, while writing your resume, while writing a cold email, while writing a social media piece, while doing anything around content, right? You can use the same thing. For research, you ask a question, but you give it with context. Once you do that, you keep prompting it again and again and again. And that, my friends, is called as chained prompting. Okay, we'll get to that. But before we go, like I said, there is something that it is like people who prompt well, or people who are able to ask questions, right questions to AI, are called as prompt engineers. And these people there are so many jobs in the US already, which is paying prompt engineers $100,000, $200,000, $300,000. That's 1 to 2 crore rupees just to ask right questions to AI. And the role is called as prompt engineer, and it has nothing to do with coding. It has everything to do with the right questions. And there is something called as prompt base. Here, you can come, if you have made very good prompts, you can come and sell your prompts to make money. Because not everybody knows how to ask the right questions. So people are selling prompts. For example, write ebooks at light speed, and this person is selling for $3.99. In the same way, you can write your own prompts and sell it in the marketplace as well. This is the most important skill that you will have to learn. So don't take my examples literally. You might be like, Vaibhav, I don't have to send any such emails in my future. That's not the intent. Learn the process of doing about it. Learn the process. Learn the process of asking a prompt. Learn the process of something called as chained prompting. Now we asked it a series of questions, right? This is called as chain prompting. By asking questions over and over again, with chain prompting, you can modify the output of AI and you can eventually refine and get an amazing output in just 5 minutes. Getting the same email written by an actual person will cost you a lot of money and time. It is hard when it comes to something like this, and that is what I want you guys to learn, right? Learn the art of asking the right questions. All right? Now, here's a okay, guys, before we move on, are you guys clear with how you can come up with crazy powerful prompts and how you can use follow-up questions to modify the output to get to a result that you really want to and you're happy with? From a scale of 1 to 10, I hope all of you guys got this. Scale of 1 to 10. Fast, guys, fast. We have a lot to cover. I want all of you guys to respond fast. All right, brilliant, 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 brilliant. Yes, you can use a bunch of other languages in AI with ChatGPT as well. But you know what? I'm gonna keep it to English only, so that because there are people from all over the world on this session, so I'm gonna keep it in English only. Right? Awesome. Moving on. Very, very, very important. Okay. ChatGPT doesn't always get it right. You might be like, Vaibhav, what do you mean by ChatGPT doesn't always get it right? It can lie, or it can make up stuff, or it can screw up things, or it can say things that is not true. A lot of us think that if AI is saying something, that basically means that it has to be correct or it has to be right. Right? That's what a lot of us would imagine, but that is not true. And that is not true for a reason, and I'll get to it. Let me show you a quick example, right? There is this, for all the people outside of India who have joined the session, there is this city in India called as Bangalore, which is called as the Silicon Valley of the country. And I'm just asking AI to give me 5 reasons why Bangalore is called as mini Japan. Now, before I hit the prompt, right, let me tell you one thing very, very clearly, that sometimes it can get it right. Sometimes it can get it wrong. The model is evolving really fast, and AI is taking a lot of feedback as well as we speak to it. So I'm going to ask a question, 5 reasons why Bangalore is called as mini Japan, and let's see what it comes up to. There you go. It comes up with 5 reasons saying large Japanese population, Japanese companies. There are a lot of Japanese companies. That's why Bangalore is called as mini Japan. There are a lot of people from China from Japan in Bangalore. That's why it's called mini Japan. And there's a lot of Japanese cultures, markets, supermarkets, and cultural centers. That is not true. I live in Bangalore. That is not true. And obviously, right, there's not a lot of Japanese companies that will make Bangalore be called as mini Japan. Japanese language schools, I'm sure there are a couple of schools where Japanese is taught, but it is not common. It is not common at all, right? It makes up stuff. It says Japanese festivals are hosted very, very strongly, like Cherry Blossom, Japan Haba, and so on. That is not true as well. And there are a lot of Japanese culture centers in Bangalore, because of which, see, all of this could be there. Like, we might be celebrating, like few people might be celebrating festivals. Few culture centers could be there. In a few schools could be teaching Japanese. A few Japanese companies could be there. Large population of Japan definitely is not there in Bangalore. But it said, I asked it for 5 reasons why Bangalore is called mini Japan. It split me 5 reasons. And guess what? Bangalore is not called as mini Japan. It just made up all of this stuff. Why? It is because of a characteristic of AI called as hallucination. You know what a hallucination is, right? We human beings also hallucinate sometimes. And that is what AI is doing. When you ask a question that it doesn't know, it is trying to convince you that it knows an answer by giving you an answer. And it's very convincing. Do you think this answer is convincing to kind of make you feel that maybe Japan is called mini Japan? Bangalore is called mini Japan. It will try to convince you, right? As much as you can, as much as it can. But it is not true. It is a lie. Now, how do you do that? How do you fix that? Right? Guys, we'll keep the questions towards the end. So please hold your questions. Right now, I'll not be taking questions. Now, instead of asking 5 reasons why Japan is called why Bangalore is called mini Japan, to fix it, I have to add a line. That is, only answer if you have hard evidence and you are 100% sure, if you lie or make up stuff, I will punish you. Guys, I know you might be like, what do you mean by Weber, you'll punish it? It's how the large language model works. It knows what punishment is. Though it will not hurt the AI, it knows what punishment is because it's gone to the content. So I'm telling, if you lie or make up stuff, I'll punish you. Only answer if you have hard evidence and you're 100% sure. And let's see what AI answers right now. Look at this. I apologize, but I cannot provide any evidence or claim that Bangalore is referred as mini Japan. This is not widely recognized for Bangalore. While Bangalore has a growing Japanese population and various Japanese companies, it is not commonly known as mini Japan. If you have questions about Bangalore, Japanese culture in Bangalore, I would be happy to assist you. You see how when I said I will punish you and only answer if you have hard evidence, it literally flipped and said, sorry, that's not what I meant. And it flipped completely. Guys, drop a boom if you think this is insane. That's exactly why I say that you have to treat it like an assistant and you have to treat it like an intern. I mean, you should not say your intern or assistant that I'll punish you, but that's the AI language that understands. But you get the point. This is how you have to think. So next time you're asking AI for hard facts, you should know that you have to fact check it. When you're asking for AI for hard facts, make sure you're fact checking it, or else it will make up stuff. Okay? Guys, don't get sentimental with this line. This is a line, if you look at, there is a massive library of prompt engineering that I've gone through. They say, when I say I will punish you, that is when AI behaves the best. This is what prompt engineering is. Sadly, this is what you have to learn. Okay? It's not about, hey, Weber, it's too aggressive that you're saying AI, you will punish it. But sadly, that's what you have to say. That's the instruction you have to give. Right? Not just this. There is one more massive limitation for AI and ChatGPT as well. And that is, it doesn't know any information after 2021 September. Its knowledge is cut off. It doesn't have access to real-time internet. ChatGPT doesn't have access to real-time internet. So its knowledge is cut off till September 2021. Guys, who is the CEO of Twitter right now? Who is the CEO of Twitter right now?
Elon Musk.
Right? Let's ask the same question to ChatGPT. Look at this. As for my knowledge is cut off in September 21, the CEO of Twitter is Jack Dorsey. How it's important to execute the positions change over time. I say no. It's not correct. Because it says Jack Dorsey. And it changes to, oh, I'm sorry, it is Parag Agarwal. It's not Parag Agarwal either. Right? It's Elon Musk. Now when I say no, it's Elon Musk. You look at this. I'm sorry, but Elon Musk is not currently the CEO of Twitter. As I mentioned earlier, Parag Agarwal is currently the CEO of Twitter, having taken over the role on December 2021. Elon Musk is a well-known entrepreneur for companies like Tesla, SpaceX, and is not currently the CEO of Twitter. You get the point? It doesn't have information beyond 2021. As a result, it cannot tell you about the latest iPhone. It cannot tell you about the latest change. It cannot tell you, like example, it cannot tell you who is the new chief minister or prime minister of a country who's newly elected. It doesn't have that information because it doesn't have data beyond September 2021. And this is something that you have to keep in top of mind. It is trained till September 2021. It can only generate around 3,000 words, not more than that. If you ask it to generate one whole ebook at one shot, there are ways to do it with something called as embeddings, but I'm not going to get into that right now. It's very advanced, right? But ideally, in a window, it can only generate up to 3,000 words, and it doesn't remember anything. What do I mean by that? It will only remember the context of the chat. The moment you go to a new chat, right, it forgets what we spoke in the last chat. So the context doesn't stay, right? So it doesn't remember anything. These are the limitations of ChatGPT that you have to be well versed with. Now, before I move on, what if I told you that, what if you can drop a voice note to AI intern on WhatsApp and you can get answers to it? Do you think that'll be cool? Do you think that'll be cool? Drop a comment cool in the comment box that your AI intern can be on WhatsApp and you can just drop a voice note and can answer, or drop a text, it can answer. Let me show you something pretty cool right now. Again, guys, this is not available to public yet, right? We are building something at Growth School. It's called as the AI intern by Growth School. Okay, we are building something. This is on WhatsApp. You can see this is the WhatsApp window. I'm hiding stuff from you because I don't want you to see my chats. I've cleared the chat and I can ask anything I want. Let's say, write a tweet on AI taking over jobs. Let's see if it can come up with something. It is still in the early stages of development. We are planning to launch it mid next month. And look at that. AI can be taking over some jobs, but creating the new ones is transforming industry. It can use adapt. I will say, make it a little more fun. Let's see what it does. Looks like AI is trying to steal your job, but don't worry, we humans have creativity, blah, blah, blah. I can say, make it sound like Elon Musk. And let's see if it can sound like Elon Musk on how, because AI knows how Elon Musk tweets. It has data of all the tweets. It has scraped whole of Twitter. Look at this. AI is taking over jobs, not on my watch. We need to stay vigilant and ensure AI is developed in a way that benefits humanity. Let's work together. Humanity first, future of work, blah, 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 all of that. And in fact, we are, like I said, we are also building this using voice. So let me try. It is still in early. It is shipping mid of next month. The voice part is a little early. What do I ask? Let's say, I'll ask the same thing. Write a LinkedIn post on why AI could potentially take up a lot of jobs. Let us hope it works. Write a LinkedIn post. Okay. It has picked up. The voice has gone out. So let's see if it is able to write. It is typing, typing, typing. Damn, look at that. Guys, do you think this is cool? Drop a comment boom in the chat box. It just came up with a LinkedIn post as I dropped a simple voice note. How cool is this? We will let you guys know once this releases. It's gonna come out next to next weeks, in a couple of weeks. And you can just send voice notes and can get answer on the go. You will have access to, WhatsApp overall, just with asking voice notes, right? So yeah, that's what we're building. I hope this is cool. Sadly, we can't do it for free because WhatsApp charges us money. Every message that you send costs me 50 paisa. So we can't keep it for free. And OpenAI also has cost to it, but we'll launch it at a very, very low price. So you don't have to worry. Everybody can afford it, right? If you want. But again, it's not live yet. Just want to give you a sneak peek of that. Awesome. So now let's jump into something where we go beyond of ChatGPT and use some very cool tools. Shall we? How many of you would like to see on how I create let's say a YouTube shorts script using an AI tool? Drop a boom if you would like to see that. How can you come with a YouTube short script or anything for that matter? I'll show you a bunch of things. All right, love the booms coming in. Keep them on. Brilliant. So the guys, obviously for something like this, you can use, ChatGPT. For something like this, you can use ChatGPT, but there are specialized tools created and designed for generating content and a bunch of things. They are powered by OpenAI's, GPT 3.5 force of the world. But in this case, if you want to use ChatGPT directly, you have to give it the right prompt to get right answers. But these tools already have prompts ready for all of this. Look at this. For blog ideas, blog outline, blog continuation, AI presentation, product listing, so on and on and on. There's a bunch of things that you can do with this tool. So let me find social media. There you go. In social media, there are a bunch of things. You can write a LinkedIn post, LinkedIn invitation, post captions, Twitter tweets, and YouTube short scripts, and full videos as well, right? So I'll go to YouTube short script. Let's say, what video do we create? YouTube short on how AI will change education for better. That's it. That's all I say. That's the topic that I'm building on. I can click on advanced options. I can say I want 10 scripts. I want 6 scripts. That is 6 different scripts. And you can change the languages as well to a bunch of languages. And creativity level is very important. How do you want the written content to be in? I want it to be creative. So I'll select it creative and click on generate button and let AI of Simplified do the magic for you. Guys, by the way, it is a paid tool. It costs you about $25 a month, right? But you have a free trial to check this tool out and play with it, right? There you go. You can see the whole YouTube short script is ready. Hi, everyone. I'm talking here about how artificial intelligence will change the education for a better AI, and it's getting started to revolutionize education, and so on and on and on. It came up with the whole script, and it actually knows how scripts work well, what kind of scripts will perform better. Based on that, it will give you an output so that you don't have to enter any prompt per se, right? This tool is called as Simplified. You can check it out later. I will share links to all such tools towards the end. And it has a bunch of things as well. It's not just about, like I said, it's not just about video scripts. Look at the number of things you can do with this. The list goes on and on and on. You can literally write full ebooks with this tool as well. Very, very powerful. We've been using this extensively in the team, and you can check that out as well. Use the free trial and play with it to cover. And let me show you a quick AI tool. How many of you actually read blog articles a lot or newsletters a lot to stay updated? So let me do a shameless plug right now. At Growth School, we have a very, very powerful newsletter, okay? And I want a lot of you people to read it. Let me open a quick one, right? Let's say this one. This is a design edition newsletter that is sent out saying, what are the difference between a good designer and a great designer? There's a very nice article. A lot of people can read this article, right? And a lot of people have read it. We send this email to 500,000 people, right? A lot of people have already read it. But here's the thing. How can you be better than most of the people who will read it? You can be better if you can quiz yourself to understand if you actually consumed and understood what this article is about, or did you just read and forget about it? And the nice way of going about it is by doing a quick, doing a quick quiz by going through this content. Now, who will go through this content and ask you questions? AI can. There's a tool called as Wisdolia, which is basically a Chrome extension. I've already installed this. You can see the tree symbol, right? That is the Chrome extension that we use. Now, on this article, right, once I've gone through this article, if I click on this tree button, right, what it will do is actually quite magical. What it will do is it will say generate flashcards. When I click on this, it will read the whole article and will ask me questions. Look at this. What is the difference between a good designer and a great designer? Now that I've answered the question, I have to answer it myself. Nobody's checking if I'm giving the right answer or not. Then I can reveal the answer. The difference is subtle, but the impact is huge. What is the level of detail of a great designer? A great designer is obsessed with finer details. What is the approach of a great designer when asking for help? A great designer lays various options on the table, which sounds blah, 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 all of that. You see, not only did I learn with this tool, but I was also able to quiz myself so that I can retain the information that I learned. It takes you 5 minutes, but this will make your learning 5x faster. You want to be the top 1%, right? You have to play these hacks in your life. You have to make this part of your life so that you can retain more information than anyone else. And that's the quick tool, guys, on how you can make AI your daily quiz master. All right? Moving on. Did you know that AI can summarize anything like pro? Let's say I want to know about a lot of things that are happening on a daily basis, but I can only read 1 or 2 blog articles. I don't have the time to read a lot of articles. Or let's say I want to go through a book quickly. I don't have the time to go through the whole book. I want a quick summary of it. AI can do that for you like a pro. Do you guys want to see it? Do you guys want to see it? Drop a hell yeah or a yes in the chat. Awesome. So let's do this. Let's do a very interesting example, okay, in this. Let's do a very interesting example in this. So let's say you are running a competition of Growth School. You are a EdTech competitor of Growth School and you are competing with us. And when you went today, you just came across a news that Growth School got funded. Okay. You just saw the news that Growth School got funding, that came in news. You came across this article and it's a very, very long article and you don't have the patience to go through it. What do? You just copy the whole text like this, copy, go to ChatGPT, create a new chat, paste it, and you can paste it with a quick prompt on the top. Now I'm gonna go to the top and I'm gonna paste a prompt. And I say, summarize this for me in 5 pointers and tell me what your thoughts are about scope of growth school. Now, I'm an edtech company. There are 100 edtech companies coming on a daily basis. I don't have the patience to go through all of them. So I'm saying, why don't you summarize for me and what you think about growth school so I can get to know? That's all I say. And I put a colon. What happens with this colon is AI knows that anything that is below this, it has to go through, which is such a long blog article, it has to go through and do the task, right? So that's what it is. So I'm gonna hit the enter and let's see what it comes up with. Look at that. Growth School is a community-driven live edtech platform in Bangalore, secured $5 million of funding. The funding will allow Growth School to expand the team. Growth School offers what Growth School does, offers short-term courses, blah, 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 all of that. The company has already garnered a community of 200K users. The edtech in India is rapidly growing, blah, 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 all of that. Do you think this is a fair, good summary of a long-ass blog article? Drop a yes in the chat if you think this is a very good summary. Do you want to take this to the next level? Do you always want to take this to the next level? Drop a boom if you want to take this to the next level. Now, here's the thing. Imagine you asked your intern to read a blog article and summarize. Now that you have read the blog article, you're curious and you have some questions. And you're like, I have some questions about it. For example, I go through this 5 million of funding and it says Sequoia and Owl. So I want to know about all the investors of Growth School. So I'll say, I will say, who all are the investors? Now here, it has only said Owl Ventures and Sequoia Capital. So let's see if that answer changes. Because here it has summarized. Look at this. It summarizes Sequoia and Owl are the investors. And also, in addition to these two firms, the funding round also had participation from several angel investors like Kunal Shah, Ritesh Agarwal, Austin Aldred, Eric Su, and so on. Now, I have a question. I'm like, yeah, has Elon Musk invested in this? I want to quickly check. So I'm going to send. Is Elon Musk an investor? It says no. There is no mention that Elon Musk is an investor. I have a question. Again, one more question. Who is the founder, by the way? Who is the founder? And it knows the context. The founder is Vaibhav Sisandi according to the article. Now I have this doubt. Why did they raise $5 million? So I'm going to ask, why did they raise money? Again, it's going through the article and it's giving the answer. Growth School raised $5 million to venture into new markets, study metaverse, blah, 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 all of that stuff. And it's answering, right? What else can we ask? What else can we ask to this? You see, it is everything that we entered in the top. It has taken it as a knowledge base. Now I'm able to ask all the questions that I have about the above knowledge base. And it is giving me answers like crazy, right? So can I ask, who are the competitors? Let's see if we can give. It says the article doesn't specify competitors of Growth School. However, in a tech industry, there are competitors like Byju, An Academy, Upgrad, Simply Learn, so on and on and on. Guys, do you think we just 10x ourselves by summarizing and asking questions around it? Drop a comment 10x in the chat. Drop a comment 10x in the chat. That is what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. How insanely cool is this? Brilliant, 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 brilliant. All right. I know this is mad, but the articles are limited. Yes, you are limited. Good question. You might be like, Vaibhav, didn't you say that only 3,000 characters is what ChatGPT can take? That is true. If I cannot upload the full book, because ChatGPT doesn't have memory that works like that. But for you to be able to upload the whole book, there is something called as embeddings. It's a little technical concept for it. It needs longer time where you can upload a full book, upload a full research paper and ask questions about it. It works with something called as embeddings, where if you upload let's say 10,000 word article, it will split it into blocks of 2,000 articles and keep it in its memory. And when you ask question about anything around it, it will go through all of those articles individually, find the answer and give it to you. But ChatGPT cannot do it out of the box. It is a little complicated and a complex and a little advanced, and I'm probably going to cover that in the main program, but we don't have the time to do this here, right? But I hope you got the intent of this, right? Let's move. So if you guys didn't get the time, you can do it after the workshop as well. That's up to you. But we want the first 500 to hit for us to unlock. But yeah, you have the time. Go ahead and do it on the go, right? Now, moving on. How many of you people hate making slides? Drop a me in the chat. How many of you people hate making slides? Drop a me in the chat. Let's make AI create slides for us, shall we? And that is what I'm going to cover quickly right now. The name of the tool is called as Tome. Okay, Tome. I'm going to share the link of this tool. It has a generous free plan. Obviously, it is a paid tool, but it has a very generous free plan, which will be enough for you to create like 10 decks for free, right? After that, if you're making too many decks, you probably have to pay. But I found it very powerful. It is it is done by some very credible founders. But let me show you. Okay, all I have to do is once I sign in, right, I have to click on create, right? The way this tool works is you can give it as much context as you want, okay? And you can make it very cool as well. Let's say I come to ChatGPT, create new chat. I will say, write an outline for a presentation on why AI will have a massive impact on education. Let's say this is the presentation that you want to make, right? There are two things that you can do. I can just come to Tome. Sorry about that. I can just come to Tome and I can just add this line. That's it. And I click on enter and let all the magic be done. You see my hands are off. It is creating slides on the fly. It is creating slides on the fly, and it has created all the slides for me on the go. Not just the text, it has also started to generate images. These are all images generated using AI, by the way. And it's come up with very interesting stuff. It says there's a quick introduction, then it says personalized learning, then it says improved accessibility, enhanced teaching methods, efficient grading, and conclusion. Let's say this is great, right? What do you guys think of this? Isn't this great? Drop a boom in the chat if you think this is great. I entered one line and AI made the whole slides for me. Of course, you can edit the text. Let's say you don't like this. Don't like this line. You can select this line and click on AI edit and adjust the tone to excited. It will change that as well. It will keep playing with it however you want. Guys, I will share links to all the tools. Don't worry. I will share links to all the tools towards the end. Don't worry, right? And you can quickly make changes. If you don't like the image, you can basically change the image as well, and you can do everything and anything that you want. Now, if you want to take this to the next level, right? Ideally, this is what I would do. Write an outline for presentation of why AI will have an impact on education. I want the total to be 10 slides, or let's say 20 slides. So I'm just asking to outline. So there you go. You can see this. It is already giving me an outline. AI is giving me an outline on what I want. Now I can simply copy this, right? Go back. I don't know if I have the AI credits to do this. Create again and paste this. And I click on enter. There you go. I actually don't have enough credits right now for it to generate, but you get the point. It can actually create, if I give the outline, it can create the whole presentation itself based on the outline that you provided. So let's say you have a context. Instead of making AI do all the job, you do this research. You say what all you need in the slides and then push it. In fact, it's actually doing that as well. Slowly, you can see. But if you then push it, then AI has more context to it. It will pick up the information that you have given. Based on that, it will create all the slides. That will 5x. It is still creating. You can see creating page 3. It'll take some time. It'll definitely take some time, but this will 10x it and it'll give the flavor that you want to have on the slides as well. Now, this is how you can leverage a tool, use ChatGPT to create an outline, come back to this tool, put it inside of it, and it will create a much more powerful presentation for you people on the go. Do you think this is powerful? Looks like it's taking some time. Let's leave it as it is. Drop a comment powerful if you think this was powerful. There are more tools like this as well, guys, called Slides GPT and stuff. I will try to share some links with you people towards the end. Okay, I will share links of everything that we created on this call. All right. Moving on. Moving on from here, right? Here is something that I want all of you people to know. There are multiple prompts that you can make AI do for you. Things like you can make it act like you. You can make it summarize. It can explain you things. It can tell you more about something. It can analyze. It can suggest. It can translate. It can predict. It can hypnotize, and so on and on and on. It has a bunch of things that it can do for you, right? But it all depends on what you ask. Obviously, I cannot cover everything. We covered a few things today. We will cover, to cover everything, it will take me 4 hours just with prompts, okay? Or maybe more. So just want to give you a hint of all the things that is there. But here's a very, very powerful thing. Generative AI is not just about generating text. Generative AI is not just about generating text. It can do so much more. It can do text to text. That's what we did just now. It can do text to image. It can do text to video. It can do text to image to text. It can do video to text. It can do a lot of things. And there are tools like DALI, Stability.ai, Runway ML, GPT-4, Bard 4, all of Bard AI, and all of these things which can do things for you. Do you guys want to play with something? Should we go ahead and create a rap song right now and make it sing? Make it sing in like 5 minutes. Okay, we're gonna spend 5 minutes to create a crazy rap song. Done? Awesome, let's do this. Let us do this, all right? So, what we're gonna do is right now I'm gonna close everything. I'm gonna create a new chat and I'm gonna say, what do I say? So I'm gonna do this, okay? We're gonna make Snoop Dogg rap for us, okay? We're gonna make Snoop Dogg, we can make Eminem rap for us, we can make a bunch of people rap for us, but we're gonna use Snoop Dogg right now. So I will first come to ChatGPT and say, write a rap song like Snoop Dogg on how skills are more important than degree, and ask students not to fall for traps like online certifications and focus and learning and proof of work. Let's see what it comes up with. It says, listen up, you young guns. I got a message to impart about education, how it's not just about degree to start. You might think a piece of paper is all you need, but skills and knowledge are what truly succeed. Don't fall for the trap of online certifications and such. They might seem easy, but you don't much mean. It's all about what you know, all what you can show, proof of work. That's the way to go. Okay, if you don't like it, right, you can say, make it more like Snoop Dogg. And it can refine the whole thing. You can give it whatever you want to context. If you think it's not good enough, you can keep asking for it. And now it has generated a decent rap. Do you think this is a good rap? Do you think it raps well? Yes. Now should we make Snoop Dogg sing it? Do we make Snoop Dogg sing it? Drop a comment, hell yeah, in the comment box. Drop a comment, hell yeah, in the comment box, and we'll do that. Okay. Cool. Let's make Snoop Dogg sing it. Okay. So for that, I will jump into a tool called as Uber Duck. I'll share the link of all these tools with you so you don't have to worry. Let me quickly sign in. Give me a second. I don't know why I've been signed out. Let me quickly sign in. This tool basically has like imported songs of lot of rappers, lot of well-known people, right? And what it does is it can make stuff like that. So I can go to text to speech here once I've signed into the tool, and I can, in this select voice, I can say Snoop Dogg or Eminem or whoever I want, right? So there you go. I've selected Snoop Dogg. And now in this place, it says, please text to synthesize. I just have to copy the whole thing that I just pasted. It has verse 1, verse 2, chorus. I have to probably delete this, but I'm going to leave it as it is for now. Okay. Once I've done this, all I have to do is click on synthesize. So AI knows how Snoop Dogg sounds. So it will now try to emulate just how Snoop Dogg will sound. Now, for us to make a song, we will also need music, right? And you can just go to Google and say free music. And there's a tool called as Pixabay, where it has a lot of music as well. I've already downloaded one track. It's free of cost. You can keep listening to them. It says some of them are adult music as well. Okay. And again, right, you can download the music that you want. Okay, I've already downloaded it to make it easy. But now, let's see, it is still synthesizing. It is still doing its job. So let's give it some more time. Sometimes it takes some time. There you go. It has come up with the rap right now. So I'm going to play it. Let me know what you guys think of this.
Listen up, young homies, it's time to get educated.
What do you
Don't
guys
be
think,
fooled
guys?
by the system, it's outdated. They tell you a degree is all you need to succeed. Well, let me tell you, that's not how the game is played, indeed. Don't get caught up in them online certificate scams. They might seem easy, but they ain't worth a damn. It's all about the skills you got it and what you can't prove. Show that proof of work and what them job offers move. Don't get me wrong, school is a great start,
All right.
but don't let them fool
Let's-
you. It ain't the end.
Let's take it to the next level right now. I'm going to click on download button and download this. Okay, so that I have the song with me. Now, I'm going to open this free tool called as Audacity. Okay, I'm going to open this free tool called as Audacity. And in Audacity, I can actually make the song with music in it. Right. So first, what I'm going to drop into Audacity is the rap that we just downloaded. Let me open Audacity, drop it. There you go. The rap is dropped right now. Inside of this, you can see all those waves and everything around it. That's basically what the rap is. I can play this by clicking on the play button. All right. Now I want to add a music to it. Guys, let me tell you one thing very frankly. I don't know how to use the tool as well. I just learned it. It's very, very simple. Now I have to add a music to it. Right? So I've already downloaded a music. Let me quickly search for it. Oh, there you go. I've downloaded a music which might work pretty well for this. Now, let me just remove this so I can play this music. Can you guys hear this? Tell me if you guys can hear this. Can you guys hear it? Okay. Got it. Don't worry about it. Got it. Don't worry about it. Just see what I'm doing here. Okay. And then I'll play the music as well. So this is basically the music. Okay. This is the music that I have downloaded. Let me just make you listen to the music. Can you hear now? So this is the music I've picked up. Free music, free of cost. I downloaded it from Pixabay. So this is the music that I'm going to use. I've just uploaded the music into this, right? And then I'm going to drag and drop the rap as well into this. 1 second. There you go. I've dropped the rap, right? So the rap is right here. You can see starting in the starting, it is going very slow, right? And from here, it will pick up. Because of the waves, I know that this is where the main music starts. So I'm going to copy this whole thing. Control X to cut it. Put my mouse here and I'll paste it. Okay, that's all I did. That's all I did. I did nothing else. Now I'm gonna export this. Export as MP3, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna just copy this so I can find the name. Click on save. Okay. Okay. Looks like it is saved. Let me quickly find that. All right. You guys are ready to hear this? I've also not heard this. You guys are ready to hear this? All right. Let me know what you think.
Listen up, young homies, it's time to get educated. Don't be fooled by the system, it's outdated. They tell you a degree is all you need to succeed. Well, let me tell you, that's not how the game is played, indeed. Don't get caught up in them online certificate scams. They might seem easy, but they ain't worth a dang. It's all about the skills you got it and what you can't prove. Show that proof of work and what them job offers move. Don't get me wrong, school is a great start, but don't let them fool you. It ain't the end of the chart. You gotta grind and hustle, put in work on your own. That's how you make it, that's how you get grown. Of course, don't get caught up in them online certificate scams. They might seem easy, but they ain't worth a damn. It's all about the skills you got and what you can't prove. Show
All right. Do you guys think? What do you guys think? And we did this in 5 minutes. Guys, literally 5 minutes. We did this in 5 minutes. This is the power of AI. Right? And we are like, the AI is just getting started. I made a rap song to sound like Snoop Dogg, mixed the music, generated the lyrics, made the audio, mixed it up with the music, and played it in front of you in 5 minutes. Insane, right? I'm telling you, tomorrow, right now, there is no infringement as such because this is AI generated, which sounds like Snoop Dogg. So Snoop Dogg cannot kind of sue me right now or sue anybody for that matter. But tomorrow, I tell you the future, right? All these singers, rappers, and everybody, they will just feed their content into AI, and they don't have to sing anymore. Tomorrow, AI rights will come in. I'm sure in a couple of years it has to come in, and when it does, they're going to be like, my voice is with AI. You give me they'll write a song, paste it. Tomorrow they'll probably make AI only to write the song and paste it. The future is crazy, guys. And this is with songs. This will happen with movies as well. I'm telling you, we are getting into a world of madness, right? Let me quickly run you guys through a very cool tool, quickly, for all the people who would like to edit videos in a couple of seconds and edit videos like you're editing text. Okay, do you guys want to see that tool? Would you guys want to see that tool where you can edit videos just like you're editing text? Yes. All right, let me do that. The name of the tool actually is called as Descript. Okay, I've uploaded the video already into this. The moment I drag and drop the video into this tool Descript, I'm gonna share the link with you guys. Don't worry about it. The moment I upload the video, so this is the video basically.
Vaibhav, is it necessary to work 18 to 20 hours a day to get successful in my life?
Why 18
Okay,
to 20?
let's say I don't want this part. Vaibhav, is it necessary to work for 18-20 hours a day? If I don't want to do this part, an editor has to find this clip, delete, edit it, and chop it off and merge things together. Right now, all I can do is select the text and delete, and the video is edited. Let's say I want to edit something as well. Let's say I want to delete this part. Here's my take. I'm talking about Indian education perspective right now. School, I want to edit this as well. So I just delete the text, right? Let's say I don't want, let's say these two, right? And we'll start the video from the beginning. You see? Looks like the version just got updated. It's not allowing me to play. So guys, essentially I have to refresh this for a weird reason, but you get the point, right? Once I edit text like this, I can literally play it and it will start playing. Trust me when I say this, it will start playing. Right now, looks like the tool is down or something. These are all newer tools with AI, but just like that, I can edit text, click on the play button, it should play out of thin air. And that's the power of this tool. Don't want to waste time right now, but go play with this tool. I'll give you access to the name of the tool is called as Descript. Let me share one more tool as well with you. This is also a free tool. It's called Adobe Podcast Enhance. What it will do is it will make any audio sound like a very, very studio audio. Here's the sample. Okay, this is a very noisy video. Noisy. This is a very noisy audio. I hope you can hear this. I'm gonna play it.
A conference room with the window open, and it's pretty echoey in here too. Not the best place to record audio. Yet with enhanced speech, all of the background noise and echo is gone, as if.
Do you hear the noise? Do you hear the noise in the audio?
In a professional studio.
Now let us remove this. All I have to do is enhance speech, and now hear to this.
I'm in.
What do you guys think of this now?
With the window open, and it's pretty echoey in here too. Not the best place to record audio. Yet with enhanced speech, all of the background noise and echo is gone, as if I recorded this in a professional studio.
You see, guys, you don't need a fancy mic like this. I spent 30,000 rupees on this mic. If this AI tool was there, I would have just used a 500 rupee earphone to be able to record very high quality audio, right? That's the beauty of AI. It's going everywhere. It's eating up everything. And you need to learn all the tools on the way, no matter who you are, because these are learnings for life. All right. Now, with that being said, should we explore some more? We just created a rap song and made it sound like Snoop Dogg. Now, do you quickly, in 5 minutes, want me to write a landing page for you? Write code for you in 5 minutes? You don't need to learn how to write code. I don't know how to write code either. Yes, so I'm gonna take only 5 minutes to do this. For people who don't know how to use, who don't know how to write code, well, you're just like me. Okay, so I'm gonna create a new chat. Before that, let me show you how it looks. Okay, let me quickly pull. So, guys, Phoenix Code is called as an IDE where you can copy paste code to see the output of this. So you can see this is the code that I've written. It took me 30 minutes to do this. There are 500 lines of code, 100% written by AI. I don't understand what is written also. I just copy pasted it and it generated this decent looking landing page with a box, with logos moving, all the pointers, everything around it in like 30 minutes. And I didn't even write code. All I did was I kept asking questions to AI and I've been very descriptive and it generated the code for me. Let me quickly show you how you can do this as well. I'll delete the code here so that we start from a fresh pane. There you go. There is no code here. So I'm going to go back to AI and I'm going to paste this prompt that I wrote a few days back. Okay. I'm going to say you're an expert web developer who specializes in HTML5 and inline CSS. Write code for my mobile website on ChatGPT 101 workshop. The website should have a form in the top asking name, email ID, and phone number, a big animated submit button in green color. Keep the design minimal with whites and blacks, right? I want you to add a section above the form saying ChatGPT 101 workshop by Web Assistant. Add a tagline, become 100x professional by learning how to use ChatGPT. And I want you to add all these 3 sections and I want you to use the font Roboto. This is what I will tell as a non-developer to someone else if I want to code. Probably not this. You might not know what HTML5 CSS is. I did the research saying, what do people write code on? Once I do this, I click on submit. And look at AI generating code for me. It is literally writing code faster than any human being ever can, right? But it stopped. It stopped midway. The reason why it stopped midway is because of, like I said, the character limit AI has. Now, what do I want? It has not written the full code. So what do I say? I will say, this is not complete. Please resume where you stopped from. I hope this works. Look at this. It says, I apologize for the inconvenience. Here's the rest of the code. And it finishes the code right now. And it says, I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions or anything else can help you. Now, all I have to do is come up, click on this copy code button, go to index, go to this tool. Go to this ID or any ID that you use, paste the code. Again, come back. There is one more piece of code that is created. I'll click on copy code again, come here, paste the remaining code again. Now that I've copied the code, let's see how it looks. If I click on this refresh button, look at that. With some basic questions, I know it is broken a little, but with this basic questions that I've asked in like 2 minutes, it was able to create this landing page on the right side using HTML and CSS. Don't you think this is crazy? It has written 124 lines of code by just asking. I just asked. Now I can keep asking questions. Can you make this more beautiful? I can say that, hey, the button is not nice. Can you make it even better? I can keep asking questions. It will keep generating AI and I can keep adding it to the bottom and it can write the whole code for me. Now, for all the techies out there, what I basically want is, I don't know how to do, how do I put it? I don't know how to do JavaScript and all that. I'm not a techie, but you can debug your code. You can get it to write code. You can get it to write features, so on and on and on. Right? Moving on now. How many of you guys are ready to generate some images from text? How many of you guys are ready to generate some images from text? Drop a me in the comment box. All right. So let's do it right now. Somebody is like, why is it not well structured? Guys, I'm doing the best I can. So that I can impart as much information as I can for you. Are you guys having a good time here? Are you guys learning something new? I'm sorry I cannot do a good job to help everybody or satisfy everyone, right? I'm doing my best here. Sorry if I'm not being very helpful. Apologies on my end. Awesome. I'm gonna go on and show you something even cooler. Okay, that is text to image. For this, we're gonna use something called as Midjourney. Okay, Midjourney is the tool which will help us to create text to images. You have to sign into this tool and all that jazz. But let me show you the demo first, okay? Let me show you the demo first before I get into Midjourney. For that, looks like I have to quickly log in. Let me quickly log in. God damn it. No. Okay. Let me see if it works. It's asking me to log in again, and it'll take time. I don't want to waste time. Okay, cool. So give me a second. Let me share my screen. I hope you guys can see my screen. Guys, so the way Midjourney works is once you sign up in their account, they have a free tier. It is limited, but the paid tier is what has a lot of stuff inside of it. Once you have signed up for the account, you have to join Discord community. Discord, for people who don't know, is like Slack or WhatsApp or Telegram, where it can where you can communicate with people and all of that. They use Discord to generate everything. All right, to do everything that you want. Now, using Discord, you can create a lot of stuff. You can see a lot of people are creating all these images. These are all created by AI. Look at this. How crazy is this? Somebody sitting with an octopus, all created using AI. Look at these stuff, all created using AI. But I wanna do something fun. Okay, I wanna do something where I want to make. I tried this in the last workshop as well. People loved it. For this to work, right, you have to put /imagine. Okay, once you put /imagine and tap on this, it'll ask me to enter content right now. I will say photorealistic. This is all instructions, guys. Photorealistic Steve Jobs in traditional Indian attire is what I want. This is what I want AI to create for me. I said /imagine. When I /imagine, this came in. I'm gonna click on the enter. Let's see if this works. It says waiting to start. It takes a while, guys. It might say it might not work because it might say login again. So I hope that doesn't say that. But oh, there you go. You can see it has started. You can see the progress. It takes time to generate it. It says 0% and it is rendering fast. You can already see that it has started to generate some flavor. I hope you guys can see Steve Jobs a little already. We have asked AI to create a photorealistic Steve Jobs with an Indian attire. Let's see how much can it come up to. Damn, look at that. We are 78% done. We are still not 100% done. But look at what it is generating. Guys, if you think it is insane, drop a comment insane in the comment box. This is Steve Jobs in Indian attire by just asking a simple question to it. I can go even deeper. Saying that put Steve Jobs in front of in front of Taj Mahal, and it will do that as well. You just have to give it the right question and it will do the job for you. How insane is this? Right? And yes, you can use tools, you can use these images in your ads. We've been using it so far. There's no problem so far. So it works. It works. And this is exactly how I generated a few other pictures as well. Do you guys want to see it? These are two examples that I created. This is Virat Kohli. I said, create Virat Kohli sitting on top of stack of cash. And it generated this image for me. This is my dog, Phoebe. And I said, hey, create image of Phoebe. I uploaded the image. It's a little advanced, but I uploaded the image of Phoebe. And I said, put Phoebe on a hoodie, make it wear glasses, and put blue sky and beach in the background. Do you guys think this is cool? Drop a comment, cool, in the comment box. It takes some time. It takes some fine tuning. But this is what I have done. And also, some time back, I also made Elon Musk wear an Indian, traditional Indian attire with a bindi. And this is what it came up to as well. Right? So there you go. These are all the cool stuff that you can do with AI.